Yo, this is crazy. Did y'all see this? It states colossal UFO mothership seen near moon with smaller craft sparks worldwide shock and debate. Now, the individuals that spotted this are alleging that this was a massive mothership, all right? They're indicating that there were other small UFOs or UAPs orbiting this mothership. And this was actually captured by amateur astronomers as well as multiple telescopes. And what's very interesting is NASA refuses to actually provide a statement in regards to this object, all right? And the minute that a video clipping is posted, it's instantly removed because of this, all right? Could this be the men in black trying to hide this? But something's going on. Our skies are very active as of lately. I have also been seeing multiple ships as well. Now, witnesses that spotted this massive mothership accompanied with the smaller UFOs or UAPs flying or orbiting it indicated that it pretty much reminded them of a military strategic fleet. Now, spectators indicate that the object held formation for about a duration of 40 minutes before finally disappearing to the dark side of the moon. Now, this structure was described to be miles long, all right? Apparently, it was massive and it was metallic in appearance. It was stated to have geometric symmetry, multiple blinking lights, and was very unnatural in its movement. All these things taking place is very obvious that we are in the midst of the seven thunders or the seven plagues of the Hopi prophecy actually coming into fruition and being fulfilled, all right? We are in the midst of the sixth thunder, which states, cosmic family, that changes occur. The star people return. Signs in the skies. I know y'all have been seeing multiple signs in the skies. New planets, new galaxies, meteorite storms, climatic alterations, global warming, spiritual revivals, presence of divine, disregard and respect for world governments. All right, people are starting to realize that the government has been lying to them. At this point in time, we are in the age of Aquarius. And this is exactly why there recently was a government shutdown and currently the IRS is closed. You're paying attention. There's so much going on our planet right now, okay? We have the 3-eye atlas emerging, which we know is associated with our third eye activations. There's also talks of another ship that's even larger than the 3-eye atlas called the Swan R2, which is headed our direction, all right? Then the James Webb Telescope seen 755 unidentified flying objects as well in proximity to our planet. I personally feel like these beings are scanning our morphogenetic field to analyze our frequency, to actually see what harmonic resonance we vibrate in. I told you a long time ago that this ascension process isn't about the color of our skin, it's about the color of our aura, all right? It's time for us to get right and elevate as a collective, cohesive unit. The founder race collectives are making their resurgence, all right? And they're actually emanating light codes to activate our 12-strand genetic sequence, all right? We initially were never supposed to have just 2-strand genetics, all right? This was something that was attributed to the malevolent extraterrestrial factions that wanted to suppress our ascension. We're currently upgrading and going through what's called cosmic light code activation, all right? So a lot of you are noticing various ascension symptoms. The Schumann resonance also have been off the charts as of lately. I know I have been receiving a large amount of vivid dreams, all right? More outer body experiences also, okay? Some of you are noticing more insomnia. Some individuals have more lethargy because of the Schumann resonance spikes. Some individuals are a little bit more irritable or moody, all right? All of us have different ascension symptoms based on our morphogenetic field, all right? This is why it's also essential that we're taking care of ourselves. I stress the importance of utilization of a parasite cleanse, all right? Things like black walnut, sweet wormwood, and whole cloves. I stress the importance of fasting. I stress the importance of grounding and sun gazing. This is all essential, all right, for activation. The 3-eye atlas is basically telling us to get our shit together and activate our pineal gland because it's the cosmic gateway and brain's antenna to higher dimensional realms. This is why I've been telling you about Bacopa minori, which is one of the most ancient Ayurvedic herbs for cognitive function and awareness. It's actually named after the deity Brahma, all right? And the nickname for Bacopa is Brahmi, all right? It's named after the deity Brahma, who is associated with universal consciousness, all right? It's pretty much a creator god, all right? We are creators. We are small fragments of source. Once we activate the pineal gland, which is the seat of the soul, we then begin to trigger soul remembrance. I do have the Bacopa minori capsules available on Holistic Remedies link in bio. Now, I also made you aware that a lot of you are going to be receiving telepathic communication from these higher dimensional beings, all right? This is why it's important that we're cleansed and that we're vibrating on a high frequency, all right? Because a lot of you are going to be pulled up out of this planet. Some of you are earthborn, but some of you aren't from here. You just just came back at this point in time to basically help trigger remembrance during this age of awakening, since we're in the age of Aquarius, all right? We're living in some very interesting times. Now, it's important to know that the deletes that run this matrix knew that a time would come where your cosmic celestial star family would begin to telepathically reach out to you, all right? To telepathically reach out to all of us, all right? This is one of the reasons why they implemented the 4G, the 5G, and the 6G, and the 7G towers, all right? The radiation, the omnipresent radiation, the smartphones, the tablets, all this is associated with throwing us out of synchronicity with our higher self and limiting that connection to create distortion. Not only does the 5G, 6G, and 7G cell phone towers emit radiation that microwave us from the inside out, but it also substantially distorts our connection and limits our telepathy, all right? In ancient times, we were telepathic. We didn't have to communicate verbally. I told you to start wearing copper magnetic bracelets. I have very affordable copper magnetic bracelets available on Holistic Remedies that are phenomenal for RF shielding, all right? It protects you against malevolent, deceptive radio frequencies, all right, that are emitted from the 5G, 6G, and 7G radiation, all right? These towers could implement deceptive thoughts in your neurophysiology, believe it or not, all right? They can put voices in your head based on radio frequencies. So when you wear copper, you protect yourself from that. Not only should we begin wearing copper more frequently, but we also should consume it, because chelated copper provides cellular protection against deceptive radio frequencies that pass through our body on a consistent basis. Remember, I told you melanin is a biological black hole that basically absorbs all forms of light. Solar rays, lunar rays, microwaves, all forms of radio waves, any form of light or radio wave transmission, your melanin absorbs, all right? And when you utilize chelated copper, it provides protection. Once you begin to utilize the proper herbs and components to guard yourself from their deceptive attacks, at that point, you begin to receive the downloads a lot smoother, all right? Because they're always trying to compromise our downloads from our cosmic family. And they don't want you to know this information, believe it or not. This is stuff they try to hide and safeguard. Believe it or not, a lot of us are copper deficient and don't even know it. Just taking chelated copper will begin to turn your gray hair follicles back to their original color, and it will also remove fine lines and wrinkles because it amplifies enzymes that promote collagen and elasticity of the skin. I do have the chelated copper capsules available on Holistic Remedies, link in bio. The Schumann resonance has been spiking more and more every day, all right? And this is terraforming the planet. And this is actually why these beings are very interested in our ascension process. Sadly, a lot of individuals won't be able to make the shift due to poor diets and due to not taking care of themselves correctly, all right? When this sun's really start ramping up and these ionizing particles try to penetrate your morphogenetic field, a lot of individuals have archonic overlay, all right? And it's gonna be a situation where they're very depressed, they're very sick, and they're go through tremendous lethargy, all right? Some individuals, unfortunately, won't be able to make it. And this isn't fear-mongering, this is facts. I told you several times to detox the body with chlorophyll due to the fact that our bodies are very closely related to plants, all right? This is something we should be using because chlorophyll contains a fat substance to remove toxic metals as well as microplastics from our body. It's also a natural detoxification mechanism as well as a natural deodorizer. These are the steps we must take to properly prepare ourselves for cosmic light code integration. For all high quality herbs and metaphysical products for spiritual elevation, click the link in my bio and visit Holistic Remedies, your extension to Ascension.